We're back on Country Pocket on WUSB with Sarah Morris. The new album is Say Yes, and I've heard that you do a little bit of radio hosting yourself.
Kind of new, but yes, I'm hosting a monthly radio show, which I know there's like no radio shows that are monthly. You're probably supposed to be weekly, if not daily, but we're going to start with monthly. And it's a live radio broadcast out of Cambridge, Minnesota from 6 to 7 Central. And it's called Monday with Sarah Morris. And I'm really excited about it. We've had our first one, we've got our second one just around the corner. I don't know, and yeah, it's a great opportunity to spend time with another musician in conversation, but also we do a little musical collaborating, which is fun. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I have in the past, I hosted a YouTube series, and that had been uh, I ended it at the end of 2024, and I really was missing the opportunity to kind of sit in conversation with other musicians and share that conversation. I mean, I get to sit and have coffee with people from time to time for sure, but the joy of hosting was that I could say, "Hey, you listener, do you know how awesome this other artist is? Can I tell you about how awesome they are?" And so that's what hosting the radio show lets me do.
Yeah, I really do appreciate the joy of sharing music with people, setting someone up, call it a blind date, but they uh they express an emotion and I know just the song that they should be talking
Mm-hmm.
to.
Mm-hmm. Very
Uh
much so. Yeah.
definitely fun. Um I can't really promise you um that I'll be able to do much in the way of perform with you,
Well, that's okay.
but
This time. Just kidding.
but this album, did you mean for it to have sort of like a narrative arc?
Yes. I mean, when I make an album, I'm always really specific that there needs to be a reason to make an album. It's a big cost, right? And it's like a heavy lift, a beautiful heavy lift, but like there's got to be a reason for it. And the reason ought to be somewhat story bound for me. Um, this one usually, and this is no different, the albums come together with a framework of three songs that kind of are I have to record these three songs. And then it's what songs fill in the story throughout. Um, One thing that's different about this album than my past three, is that this one didn't have a title until after it was recorded. So even though it had a narrative arc, it had stories, I had like pinpointed themes. I mean, there was a spreadsheet there. There's like, because I had 40 songs in consideration. So um, I was really like, well, what are the things I want to sing about? What keeps coming up for me as a person right now? Because if it's coming up for me as a person, chances are it's coming up for someone else, and I'll be able to more accurately serve them as a storyteller or a feelings helper haver. That's kind of what songwriters do, I feel like. So yeah, I did intend for it to have a narrative arc. The exact order of business with the songs, that came out later, but in somewhat true to form, they did form the three key songs for me became track one, the final track, and a dead center track, which that happened the last two albums as well. So that maybe is my how I end up doing things, I guess.
So you picked three tracks to form it around, but you only included the two.
No. The three tracks that for me were like we are definitely recording these songs were Glow, um, Yeah Yeah and Love. So Yeah Yeah is the final track, Glow is the first track, and then Love, which probably was the first on board, ends up being the middle, the dead center of the album. And it's also, if you were to get it on vinyl, it ends side one. So they all made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what I appreciate about this what I appreciate about this narrative arc is like you are you're going from seeing someone else happy and eventually finding your way to it yourself.
Yeah.
Um, I, you know, Stars Are Back, lovely song,
Thank
announcing the
you.
happiness, but I agree with you. I liked Glow better, so we're going to use that to talk about the happiness. Uh,
Okay.
just because, I mean, yeah, the minute I heard that song, it was like, okay, yeah, I'm connecting on some level with just the notion
Oh,
of how do you, oh, you see someone else happy, and you're just like, how do I achieve this? Uh,
yeah.
but it is, do you find it particularly noticeable when someone around you is doing well?
Mm, I think, yeah. I mean, I'd like to say that I pay attention to people I love and that I know, like, hey, you're kind of got some swagger right now. What's going on for you? Like I want to be able to point that out to others that I love, and sometimes maybe I need it pointed out to me, like I'm in that zone. I mean, usually I can feel it, um but yeah, I'd like to think I pay good attention to people and that I know, like, hey, you're killing it right now. I And sometimes, that song has like a bit of envy in it, but it also mostly is just celebration. Like it's just like, oh, I wrote it around my birthday and I was not feeling particularly glowy myself, but it sure makes me happy to look over and see someone else killing it, and to consider, that everyone gets their time like that. And I don't know, the heart of that song comes down to the bridge for me. I say, the world needs more, so much more of whatever it is you got. Like when someone's really rooted in their awesomeness and they're not even showing it off because they don't have to. You don't have to show anything off if it just is you. And the world needs more of that. Like people they're not saying, look at me, I'm glowing. It's just they can't help but glow. And that's a really beautiful thing.
That's a very healthy way of seeing other people. I may have revealed that perhaps a little more envy enters. Well, I don't even want to say envy because it's not like I'm sitting there jealous of them so much as
Yeah.
just wanting to learn their secrets.
Yeah. I mean, it can be right, like all the different shades of that. And yeah, I like to know the secrets of people too. I mean, it's why we listen to interviews. It's why we listen to, podcasts or things like that, is because like, oh, we think we might learn something, that might inform the way we operate in the world. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the idea too that like if you surround yourself by people with people who are in that state, like it's a big kind of contagious, like we're the sum total what? It's like of the five people we spend the most time with. That's like that's an idea I've heard batted around by a couple different people. Um so go get by some glowy folk and celebrate them.
When you start writing a melody to reflect someone showing off effortless happiness, how do
Hmm.
you how do you get your sound to that place?
Mm. So I'm probably disappointing in this way because most everything I write is like both things come at the same time. And so I don't isn't something that I consider very much in the writing of them. I would say that's more something that's considered in the production, probably, but when I'm writing it, I'm really just following like the words and the melody are going to come together and I'm just kind of following where the story's going. And that particular song, my producer of the my 2023 album, Here's to You, and then also Say Yes, Dave Maling, had sort of warmly challenged me to write with less chords. And he's like, you need a song with two chords. And so I really thought that this might be my two chord song, but then it did end up needing a third chord, it turned out. But for me, that's still three chords is like, it's minimal chordage. So the two chord song is still a challenge I could meet some other day, but I was happy with three chords.
I mean, I feel like you do enough complicated vocal stuff that you don't need that many chords.
No, probably not. But I like chords. I do like chords. So yeah, but as far as that one, it was, just conversational melodies is kind of something I really, really get excited about. And so there's something about you lately. It was just really, I don't know, how would I say it, but with tones.
Yeah. So, do you ever feel like you're putting off a glow?
Yeah, I have glowy times and I have not glowy times. And the older I get, when I am feeling the glow, I make a point of, noting it because I think it's really easy. My mom and I will talk about stuff like this in the past. Like we'll go through phases. How are you feeling today? I'm tired. And then we'll catch ourselves finally. We keep saying we're tired first thing. We need to stop saying like we're just gonna live into that tiredness. So as a counter, action to that, when I'm feeling, how are you feeling that? I'm actually feeling good. Let me say it out loud. Is the world kind of a dumpster fire right now and heartbreaking? Yes, 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 yes. But I'm having a good day. Like I try to note it, be thankful for it on those days when I have a glow. And that helps me get through the days when I don't have a glow. So, of which there are plenty.
Well, that's a pretty fair answer.
How about you? Do you have glow days?
I think that I have hyper days,
Mm,
and it's up to you to interpret whether I'm glowing or just a little manic. But
okay,
but I like to think that it's glowing.
good. Well, if you think it's glowing, then it's glowing. I think that counts. If you
Other
feel it,
people might not describe it as a positive experience for
I
them, but
see. Okay,
I feel the glow.
good. I like it.
All right. I like to wrap up each of my shows by
Hmm.
asking the guest to pick a song, any song, just so long as you are not the one who wrote it.
Okay.
And let's pick something nice and glowy.
Oh gosh, just a song to like share with you,
A song to share with
with
all,
everybody.
a song to share with Long Island.
Yeah, Hi Long Island. Well, a song is for some reason you said pick a song, and the first thing that came to me a song that I've been kind of obsessed with lately by Lucinda Williams off of her 1980 album, I believe, Happy Woman. It's called Sharp Cutting Wings, Ode to a Poet. And it's a song of adoration. It begins with, You're my love, you're my you're the one, sorry, you're the one, you're my shining star. So that counts. And Lucinda Williams was for years and years and years, like someone who I was told I should like, oh, don't you love her? And I just didn't yet. And then this past summer, I just fell in mad songwriter love with Lucinda Williams, which has been a gift. And that's the song that I don't know, that's the one. So Sharp Cutting Wings, Ode to a Poet by Lucinda Williams.
All right. Very much, very much like one of those songs we discussed today. Doesn't necessarily start off as a love song, but by the time you get to the end, it's turned into a very beautiful one.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah Morris, thanks so much for taking some time away from your show to come onto mine.
Thank you so much. I wish mine is in person. So like you'd have to come to Minnesota to be on mine. But
I don't
I really
really feel like many people are headed in the direction of Minnesota right now.
well, that's yeah. I don't know. Minnesota's pretty awesome where I love us very much.
Oh, I would agree. Everything I've been seeing about what folks in Minnesota are like, I think you guys are awesome.
Thank you. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me vicariously visit Long Island.